World War II stands as one of the most tragic events in human history. 60 million people lost their lives, and Europe and Asia became barren lands. Yet, during this dreadful time, women still cared about their appearance. Though it may sound trivial to you, applying lipstick or dyeing their hair was a way for them to maintain their humanity, dignity, and femininity. Looking attractive also represented a brave face, boosting their spirits and those of the soldiers, and providing moments of joy, even if only temporarily. During the war, cosmetics became very expensive and hard to find. This was because everything, including the materials used to produce them, was largely diverted for war purposes. At that time, it was difficult to take a shower or just wash your hair. People had only a few inches of water available, certainly not enough to fill a bathtub at home. With shampoo, soap, and everything else being scarce, women had to be resourceful and clever if they wanted to maintain an attractive appearance. For hair coloring, they could only use natural dyes, and if they wanted to shave but lacked a razor, they used a pumice stone lathered with soap. As for wet hair, they usually wrapped it with scarves or hairnets that served a dual purpose, hiding greasy hair and preventing it from getting caught in machinery. In America, the situation for women seemed somewhat more favorable. Although the United States was also involved in the war, the most affected and devastated regions were Europe and Asia. In America, cosmetics were relatively easier to obtain, though they weren't a significant trend at that time. Many women had relatives fighting overseas and didn't feel the need to host parties, celebrate, or flaunt their wealth. Women also took over jobs typically done by men. However, to maintain femininity and uplift spirits, women began paying attention to their facial appearance. They chose a natural yet elegant and glamorous look. For eyes, they used brown and gray eyeshadows, eyeliner, and a hint of mascara. Their eyebrows were left thick with a perfect arch, enhanced with eyebrow pencils. For the face, they used a dark yet warm-toned foundation, followed by a lighter powder to give a radiant effect. Rosy pink shades were chosen for cheeks, while nails were adorned with various colors ranging from light pink, red, and mauve to even light green and blue. And as for lips, red lipstick became a favorite and was seen as the most suitable choice, reflecting the prevailing natural trend. One of the most iconic cosmetics during World War II was red lipstick. Red lipstick symbolized defiance, resistance, and the victory of Europeans and Americans over Nazism. Believe it or not, the reason behind this symbolism was Adolf Hitler's negative sentiment toward cosmetic products, especially lipstick. When he became Chancellor in 1933, his Nazi party decided that perfect German women shouldn't use cosmetics at all. Germany pressured women to maintain their traditional roles as wives and mothers, while eliminating the luxuries like makeup. They argued that the natural beauty of the Aryan was sufficient. Similarly, German women were discouraged from wearing jewelry, perfume, fur, and trousers. Hitler was a peculiar dictator. He despised lipstick. Being a vegetarian, he knew that lipstick at the time was made from animal fat. Among the rules for visitors to Adolf Hitler's official residence were specific prohibitions, including avoiding excessive facial makeup, refraining from wearing red lipstick, and not having decorated nails. Meanwhile, Benito Mussolini, Hitler's ally and close friend, and the leader of fascist Italy, also displayed a negative attitude toward facial makeup. With those considerations in mind, both Britain and the United States, who initially planned to halt cosmetic production, quickly changed their stance. The British Ministry of Information, established at the beginning of the war period, seized this opportunity. Officials launched a large-scale propaganda campaign under the slogan, "Keep your beauty on duty." Phrases like "lipstick is your weapon and you are soldiers of the rear" might seem sexist today, but they resonated powerfully at that time, making red lipstick a symbol of defiance, even in Nazi-occupied Europe. As more women went to factories to replace men in the workforce, they had to work in covered and stifling clothing, sometimes with special goggles, and hide their hair under scarves and hats. Therefore, lipstick remained the only thing that could accentuate femininity. Cosmetics became as essential to women as tobacco supplies were to men. To boost morale, company management often distributed red lipstick to their female employees for free. £1,000 worth of cosmetics that we provide to our girls gives them more pleasure than cash, said one military factory head. Women in ammunition factories could even earn extra money to buy face creams. Since they were exposed to toxic chemicals, factories recommended they use face creams as skin protectants, though their effectiveness was limited. Thus, even though lipstick production decreased during the war, it never ceased entirely. In the United States, in the early 1940s, they approached the renowned makeup artist and women's activist, Elizabeth Arden, to create lipstick specifically designed for women in service. Finally, in 1941, Montezuma Red was introduced. Its bright red shade perfectly matched the red piping and chevrons on women's military uniforms. Montezuma Red was issued to military women in an official kit that included the beautiful red lipstick, coordinating blush, and nail polish. With the rising popularity of Montezuma Red, people expressed a desire for color variations to match their preferences. Elizabeth Arden then developed Victory Red, among other red shades. Undoubtedly, the war era provided the perfect opportunity for companies and advertisers to boost sales by leveraging patriotic narratives. Tangi, one of the largest lipstick manufacturers at the time, launched a campaign called War, Women, and Lipstick, emphasizing the message that lipstick symbolized one of the reasons they fought, the unique privilege of women to remain feminine and charming in all situations. Even publishers like Vogue frequently featured women wearing red lipstick in their magazines, subtly reinforcing the idea that red lipstick became part of the wartime effort for women.